Joybaj on that Cho. This time around, though, he is going to be running the Kufra, another dive-oriented roamer, looking for some setups. And with the Hayabusa, that's going to be their game plan. The glue now going to be picked up by Nact. I haven't seen a glue in a while. I think the last time we saw a glue was with the fried chicken.
Against CLOUD9.
Yeah, a lot of questions that needs answers, and we're going to get them all with game number 2. The whole objective for Godspeed with this dive-oriented composition is to focus on the early game, take advantage, and be aggressive. CLOUD9, they have to wait. They have to play passive, and they need to get to that mid to late game to really shine and have the damage they're looking for. But will Godspeed give them that time?
Yeah, and that's going to be the big question here. Already, best player very quickly making his way through the jungle, scoops up the gold minion. Ooh, and you can see right there, big pop-up. In comes Shiro, trying to put on the damage. Is it going to be enough? It is not. Puts on a little bit of damage, gets best player down to about 10%, but Cold World right in the neighborhood to provide support in the name of that guiding winds.
That's what we were looking for, though. These are the plays you have to make, especially with this composition. Game number 1, they had a similar strategy, right? They had a lot of dive-oriented heroes, but not able to find the kills. Speaking of kills, though, look at the damage already.
Yeah, Restart very wisely does find the CC onto Cold World, onto Nats to stop them from that engagement. Shiro actually gets a little bit of an immobilization there. Best player scooping up another gold minion, putting him just narrowly ahead of the enemy jungler as well.
Yeah, both sides getting ready for this first turtle. Shiro on these quad shadows. 4 seconds to go. Now, in terms of the team fight, it should be more in Godspeed's favor because they have a little bit more of an aggressive composition. But speaking of aggressiveness, the 2v1 on the top side, Nats forced into the tier 3 turret.
Yeah, and this is exactly what I was about to bring up. You brought up they should have the advantage. They should have the advantage if everybody is paying attention to the objective, which they weren't. They were up there trying to put some damage onto Nats, and maybe that was a call made by Godspeed that they weren't going to go for this first objective. Ooh, a lot of damage goes on to the Cold World. Sanguine Claws come down onto Restart. Ooh, he's trying to dodge, but he cannot dodge the damage coming out from Marcutie. You saw that Joybaj was getting ready to kind of come in. Not needed just yet. But yeah, you definitely got to be in there for those objectives. Joybaj gets caught there, is going to have to use that flicker. He gets a retribution for his troubles, pushed away and taken down. Best player finds the kills. Bat's feast is out for Marcutie. They do find a first blood.
Yeah, able to find the kill, maybe able to get another to match up with it. But CLOUD9 taking down Joybaj. She's first blood 2 games in a row so far. It's the 3rd time the charm. That's going to be something we asked for game number 3. But CLOUD9 able to find the turtle yet again. And a kill.
Oh, man, comes in with the alpha charge. Ashiro with the quad shadows, luckily able to save himself. And this is something that we brought up during the season, that it's going to have to be on the roams to not get caught before objectives or checking bushes. It's something that a lot of the bigger teams really take advantage of if they find that weakness where a roam might not be prepared, might be a little too far out where his team can't help out. And Joybaj, you talked about it, he's been the first blood twice in the last 2 games here, and he needs to be more careful with some of these engagements.
Yeah, you're going to see the corrosion scythe picked up by Basic. He's going to have that hit, providing that slow to be able to take down some members. Speaking of taking down,
yeah, Joybaj, again, as we mentioned, gets bursted down. Divine in trouble, finds himself on the wrong end, is going to find an escape, but that is 2 deaths for Joybaj. CLOUD9 up by 2, and this is going to set up another objective.
Ooh. Shiro.
Yeah, he tried to go in, tried to find the quad shadow to get in there for the steal, but was not. Best player very quick on the draw with that retribution battle.
Yeah, and Sairi 2v1 matchup, circling Eagle.
Oh, he uses that entropy, and I think he used the flicker as well to get himself out there. Joybaj comes in. Nat's on the side of the tower here. He's super tanky already at the 5-minute mark to where he's able to take on a huge amount of damage. A 2k gold lead for the side of CLOUD9, and they are already all over Godspeed's jungle.
Yeah, looking to take some turrets now. Proxy in the lane on the top side in position, but a 3v4 may be on the way.
Shadow kill goes in onto the 4 members. They're going to go ahead and back off. That does save the tower. So a good play there by Shiro to come in with the quad shadow. Knew he wasn't going to be able to get the kill, but he was going to be able to clear out those minions.
Yeah, Clock of Destiny picked up by Marcuti, slowly starting to rev up. He's already got a kill on the board as well to work in his favor. You are looking at that War Axe picked up over there by best player. Dominant Size over there from Nas as well. And now the Siege on the top side.
Yeah, 4 members of Godspeed here looking to try to defend it as a circling eagle comes out. Colwell with the last kill, or the last hit on to the tower. Split by Nats to go ahead and secure a little bit of a conceal here. I don't think Divine's going to be able to find a target, but already starting with the macro. 1 tower down, a buff down. Shiro with the shadow kill. Best player finds himself a kill.
Not really worth it. The Ouija Shadow kill and the Quad Shadow forced out, not really dealing any damage to best player as well. Just shows you how far ahead CLOUD9 is. I mean, Shiro's only level 9. Best player is level 11 and also has 2 kills on the board. Highest kills in the game. And now possibly going to go in for this 3rd turtle. CLOUD9 has been able to find every objective so far. Godspeed yet to find the opportunity they've been looking for and zoned out of the turtle pit.
And that is just kind of result of this CLOUD9, and I want to say this objective-focused play style that they have kind of like just been brought to life with coming in with that quad shadow. Shiro, not only was the quad shadow kind of useless. Ooh, Mark Hughes actually a little bit in trouble. That was a lot of CC. The demonic force comes down, is able to find the first kill, putting Godspeed on the board. But like I was saying, with the shadow kill out there, you knew it wasn't going to do enough damage to best player. But not only did you use the shadow kill instead of using the quad shadows to get away, but also without your jungler, you set up your team to have another turtle taken from them. Oh, and Restart in trouble here, gets taken down by best player as they continue their winning ways through the enemy jungle. Demonic Force coming in here, might be in trouble, but Nats finds the killing blow, taking down Divine.
Just as Divine throws the hammer down and finds a kill on the Marcuti. CLOUD9 able to turn it back around on their side on the 2v1 trade. Basic will be able to open up the map in CLOUD9's favor, taking a tier 3 on the bot side. The tier 3 on the top has fallen as well. Godspeed only able to take a tier 3 on the bot side to match up in the map. Right now it's bleeding blue. CLOUD9, they're on fire right now. They have the answers. Godspeed still kind of similar to game number 1. A little bit behind when it comes to these objectives and focusing on trying to get these dives and these pickoffs. Even their aggressive dive composition is working in CLOUD9's favor as they're the one winning these trades.
Well, and here's the thing. The highest leveled player on the side of Godspeed is still 3 levels behind best player. That's the highest level player on Godspeed. That's just, I mean, the gold might not be a huge gap right now, but when it comes to the player strength, especially when it comes to trying to engage around the best player, you're not going to have a good time. And they're going to go ahead, start for this Lord, and I'm not sure there's anything that Godspeed can do to contest this.
Yeah, and I'm worried about Marcuti on the Sicilian, right? He has the Impure Rage, so he's going to have that extra skill damage and also mana on hit. Look at the Lord battle, though. Another zonage from CLOUD9, forcing out Godspeed from the Lord pit. We'll be able to secure this objective. First Lord of the game going over to CLOUD9.
Yeah, and amazing play there by CLOUD9. Joey Bosch goes into the back line. Are they going to be able to latch on to Marcuti, who flickers out of the CC? Bat's Feast is out. Divine in trouble, has the split, riding on top. And Marcuti finds a kill onto Divine. They were actually, I want to say Godspeed actually found themselves a kill onto Basic. So they is going to bring their score up to 2, but now they're starting this huge push through the mid lane, and I don't think they're going to be able to defend it.
Yeah, CLOUD9 going to be able to take the last standing tier 3 turret. May be able to go in for a tier 2. You see the Lord marching on the top side. A massive advantage. 6-2 on the scoreboard. Up by 4,000 gold. Best player. They're still spearheading the way on this alpha. 3-0-1. But speaking of both players,
He's He's trying his best with the quad shadows. Out comes the alpha charge, and I think that's it for Shiro. He is down. And I love that they knew to bring Cold World with them just in case he was able to use those quad shadows to get away, because you're going to be able to lock onto him with that circling eagle to be able to kind of punish him down. Now starting to put this force on to the bottom tower. Best player hacking away, and we are almost down to only high ground towers with the mid tower. Oh, does get on the restart. Passive has been activated. You can see all the CC coming down. Cold World finds a kill onto restart. Sairi in trouble, is going to have to use that entropy to get himself back out of the battle. Divine takes a face full of damage.
Ooh.
In comes a huge set from Joybosh, but the rest of the team is not able to capitalize. Shiro tried. He came in, but not able to do enough damage, and down goes Sairi. It's just Shiro alone to defend against 5 members of Cloud9. He's gonna try to get down these minions if he can. He's actually doing a great job of defending because he focused on the minions solely.
No! May not be over. I wonder if they're gonna go in and still try and close it out. It is a 5v3 with minions.
Yeah, minions are out there. You can see Basic on the side, swinging away at the tower. That's going to be game 2, a decisive victory for Cloud9.
And a massive statement to jump into the playoffs. Cloud9 walking down the red carpet right now into